Nothing go harder than that. Nonetheless, what it is, what it do, without further ado, here's your boy. I'm right here in the building as I always have been, so you can all stand and applaud. Boss here. What's happening with you? It's been a little minute. I've been out grinding hard, doing what I have to damn do to doggone make sure that I eat. Ain't no need in being a boss hog if you can't eat everything and everything around and don't leave nothing for the dog to eat afterwards. That's how you get out and eat. That's how you get out and grind. That's how you get out, get up, and stay on top. Have mercy. You might not believe me, and you ain't got to, because I'm the boss and you don't have to be. You can keep on doing your mediocre living and call that living, but life ain't for everyone. Life ain't for everyone. Sometimes it's just easier to jump off a fucking building. Nigga, go ahead and stick a doggone pistol between your lips. I mean, if you're not going to get out there and do what you have been blessed with the opportunity. Can I talk to you for a minute? Let me talk to you for a second. Here's to the misguided and the unguided. Okay? What you can do, you can do it. I ain't gonna do it. But what you can do is take what someone says, be it preachings, teachings, or a tall tale, whatever. You're being told and you're hearing and you're understanding to a degree of what somebody else is saying, and apply that to your life. But if it don't make you better, it don't make you stronger, it doesn't enable you to achieve, it doesn't make life easier, it doesn't provide you earnings and just learnings, and you can't apply this to no part of your life to where you're better now, you're stronger now, you're enabled more, you're more capable. If it don't do that for you, whatever it is that you're being told and taught, keep that shit to yourself. Matter of fact, you might need to shut the fuck up. You don't need to go and tell or extend that knowledge or that information that you got to other people if you are not a living example of how it works and that it works. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what I'm saying. But you're going to have to listen. It is not wise to learn things and not apply them. If you listen all the way through a sermon at church and everything you heard is telling you to improve yourself, better yourself, do less of the things that cripple you and burden you, stay away from the habits that make you less productive and more troublesome, and don't go out and be mean and mischievous and rude to your fellow man and or the other man, the brother man. Be nice, courteous, and charitable. Like, if that's what you're hearing in the building, now I ain't gonna get long-winded about this. I'm gonna try not to, but don't. If you're hearing this and you understand that, but you still go out, kick a puppy, slap a baby, cuss out your doggone baby mama, call up your grandmama and tell about all the stuff you know she done. You hate her. You hate any and everybody around you. You're mean to everybody. You know, you contribute nothing to society. I mean, if you hear all these things in the church, you believe all these things in the church, but you go outside the church and do exactly the opposite, shut up. Ain't nothing nobody needs to hear anything you got to say if you have not heard it, understood it, and applied it to yourself. And now it's evident that whatever you believe, hear, and say works. Lead by example is what I say and will continue to say. If you don't have the facts, numbers don't lie, and you're still in the same grovel, pitiful, pathetic situation that you've always been in, but you're going to come around and tell me, yeah, well, you know, man, the honor Elijah Muhammad. Man, the honor Elijah Muhammad ain't helped you. He ain't sent you a pack. He ain't sent you nothing. And you are not applying the things that he's told and taught you. Not to use Islam, for example, but I mean, a lot of people do. whether they come out of prison or they pick up the teachings and they start to read. Because you should pick up and you should read and you should gain knowledge yourself and you should try to further yourself, your knowledge and information, as well as your family along with you. But if you're not applying it, you still hurting for $2. You still need some cigarettes. You still bumming a ride. And you're missing something. There's something that you're missing. So before you go out doling information about something you heard, make sure you've taken it in and are applying it your own self. Prac app. You know, Menace to Society. Nobody want to hear that shit around here, Reef. That shit gets no play in this ride because you're saying it, but you ain't displaying it. You ain't making it evident that the things that are supposed to better you, that you thought was so worthwhile to listen to, hear, and speak of, ain't doing you no justice. Ain't doing you. We still got a whole lot of breath when you come around, but the stink ass, you ain't being taught what it means to be clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. To be an upstanding man of stature with purpose, stand for something, fall for nothing. You ain't doing that. You're not living that. So why the hell are you going around saying that? Why are you going around telling that? Why are you going around posting that? Why you go around portraying that this is what you believe in wholeheartedly, but it don't resemble you? It don't resemble you. This is to the misguided and the unguided. Now, mind you, you know what I mean? It's, and you know, I hate to do this sometimes, not really, but I do. Matter of fact, I like to do this sometimes because it's like, if anything that you're doing, anything that a person is doing, to where they're putting an agenda out there, and anybody who picks it up runs with it, that person who said it profited from it, but you as the messenger, you as the scroll, the scribe, whoever's out there telling and witnessing and bearing witness to and, you know, testifying for, but you don't get nothing out of it. But the person who's giving you the message profiting left hand over fist. Oh, I came here because so-and-so said you was doing this thing. You was out here making people better. You were doing things. You were trying to make a better life. You trying to make the world a better place for me, you and me. Yeah, well, maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm bullshitting you just like I bullshit anybody else, as a bullshitter will do. But if you get enough people and you get enough believers, you talk the loudest, you speak the clearest, you're a little more educated, you got a little game to you. If you spit that and get that out there and it bring people to you, and you can put a coin in your pocket, you ain't talking about nothing. Then you ain't talking about nothing different than no more than pimping. All you talking about is pimping. All you talking about is pimping. And I am sorry that it plagues the religious crowd the most, because when you really want to make a change in your life and you believe God is the way and the answer, and you want to come to Him, you're gonna find false prophecy. You're gonna find false prophets. You're gonna find false people that'll say it and don't display it. You know, do as I say, not as I do kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Merle Haggard's, you know, behind the scene trying to condemn the gay agenda, but they out there doing crystal meth and sleeping with gay prostitutes off Craigslist, stuff like that. These people are out there and they have a following and they make mass amounts of money and they mislead mass amounts of people also. These things do exist. I'm not dropping shit. I'm dropping knowledge. Believe it or don't, you know, feel what you got to do, what you got to do. But people like that. People like that will mislead you because you're looking for answers and you think you can go to man for them. And then lo and behold, look at it. There's a man over there standing on a box, not ashamed to say what he's saying in public in front of people. But he bullshitting you on a grander stand and on a bigger stand. Man, maybe this a little taller stand, but that don't mean you don't have to do what you've always done, which is rely on your own information. Pray about it, then do. Stay prayed up. Let God lead you. Man can't take you nowhere. And I don't care what he's saying, but he's standing on earth on two legs saying it to you, but then that makes him mortal, just like you are. You can gain the information he got. That don't mean you have to apply it. But learn enough to realize there are people out there who will purposely mislead you for their own gain. Financial, spiritual, social, whatever their reasons for doing it are. But if you're too narrow-minded to believe that there's a world out here like that, then you'll be blindsided by the fact that, yeah, this person been taking advantage of me for years. I've been sending them everything I got and everything I'm going to get. Why? Because they're saying something that you don't understand. You didn't take the time to learn and realize there was a false agenda behind it. You know, there was an ulterior motive behind what they were saying. They baited you in. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's happened too many times on so many levels. The Stewart families, from religious, the false doctrine of Islam, the false Jewish agenda. Every religion has had it. Social groups have had it. People who have believed all different types of things, but have been so bold as to go out to push their agenda, push their movement, gain people, get people, have these people cut off from their families while they taking any and everything from them, because they don't seek the information and the knowledge on their own themselves, and they're willing to be persuaded by somebody who's a little bit influential, has a little bit of game, saying things that you hadn't heard in a while. Maybe you're a little less educated, so maybe this person sounds smarter to you. Educate yourself. Read between the lines. If you think there's something to it, go back, research it on your own. Don't take the word of man and then take that as the prophecy of God. That's bullcrap. And there's no sympathy for that. I have none. I can tell you that. You know, somebody sending you out there with their word and their information and their agenda, no different than a pimp sending you out there with some change, a short skirt and some heels and some baby wipes. They'll be the one that profits. You'll be the one that does the work. But inside, you have nothing. You have nothing that you can retain, that you can say it was worth going out there and pushing this man or this woman's agenda. You can't serve God and man both, but I think you know that. Boss here.